Hi everyone, it's Georgia here, and today is the 1st of April 2020, one of the days throughout the year that we consider as April Fool's Day, and people make jokes and which are meant to be a lie and people believe them. So inside of that, what is your lie today that maybe you hope it would have been a truth? Think about that, because I thought, like, if we had an exercise of visualizing what we truly wanted, and we created that on April Fool's Day, and we said, oh, look at this house that I just bought, or look at this body that I've got now, or look at this car that I bought, and we posted it on social media, and people believed it, and it wasn't true because it's April Fool's Day. What kind of sensations, feelings, thoughts, emotions come up to you when you think of having it, even though it's what you consider a joke or a lie? So it's a great exercise, I feel, to do, because sometimes by visualizing something that we don't actually have or we wish to have in the future, whether that's a feeling or something materialistic, we can put ourselves in that space and we can actually feel like as if we've got it right now. And it's actually really, really funny as well when people think that we have it too, and it's a joke. So that's one thing that I just thought of sharing today. But another thing that I thought of sharing is, imagine you didn't, or we didn't have any social media at the moment to even post our jokes or our April Fool's Day jokes. Or imagine the internet just shut off for like a week or two. We really, 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 really rely these days on the internet, on our social media platforms, on Googling things, on YouTubing things, on finding everything on the internet. And now maybe I'm exaggerating, may not be everything, because we have friends or family that we can ask about certain things, or it's, they're in a field that they actually know more about, and we ask them questions and they can answer back to us. But a lot of times, even when we ask people something, even in that conversation, we go, oh yeah, let's Google it, or let's YouTube it, or let's see on Facebook what people say about it. And I don't know, I've had this thought, like, what would you do if you couldn't access the internet? What are some things that you would bring back into your life, or would you consider creating or doing if you did not have any internet or social media? Now, I know when I have gone overseas and I haven't had any access to internet because I don't buy the SIM card or there's no Wi-Fi around, that I am definitely living more in the moment, and I definitely ask people more questions of where I can find a particular, restaurant or cafe or food or whatever I'm looking for. I definitely connect better face to face with people because I'm just walking around and, looking at them, and I'm more present, and I definitely more excited to discover what's around me. So that's one thing. But at this stage of life, in these times, having to be more at home and self-isolate or be in quarantine, what are the things that you could possibly do if you did not have internet, or you did not have Netflix, which runs through the internet a lot of times, or you could not watch TV? Like, imagine there was a breakdown in that system and you could not access it. What would you do? What are the things that you come up with or create or even get out of your cupboard. Because, yeah, I've been thinking about that. It's like we're so relying on connecting virtually at the moment that or maybe I should speak about myself, that if I don't connect virtually with someone, or face to face with my family who I live with, then what else am I going to do? Like, how am I going to pass my time effectively, in an enjoyable way, with a sense of stillness or calm? Yeah, what do I do? And I thought of a few things, and some of the things are, because I love my work and I love what I do, I could be doing, recordings, video recordings similar to this, of meditations, for example, of some healings, for example. I could be writing a journal or writing a book, which I have been in the process of doing anyway. And I could be doing things that I have forgotten about. Like, I could be opening up some old boxes of books that I haven't read, or I thought I'll read, but then I never did, and they're just sitting there. I could go back to my old videotapes, but who's got a video recorder these days, or a video player, I'm meant to say. Who's got a video player these days? Like, I could be going back to those old-fashioned things and rediscover things that I had forgotten about and become more creative. And yeah, I just thought I'll put it out there, and I would love to hear your comments on this. Like, what would you do if you did not have internet from today, for example, for a week or two? Like, it's an interesting thought, because we really, really, really rely on this. I feel that it could seem really stressful if we cannot connect with people virtually, especially at this time when there is so much stress around already, or fear or panic. And yeah, let's come back to some basics and reconnect with certain things that can bring happiness in us in different other ways, and let's allow ourselves to feel all those fears and emotions and good memories as well in our body. So feeling what we feel in our body can be a really powerful way of being able to release them as well. So take on that tip, feel it, or be with it, or sit with it, and then see what comes up for you. I'm more than welcome to support you in this process and through the tools that I know, and I'm more than welcome to guide you in some way, whether it's through a healing meditation or through some art therapy techniques, or even through conversation by asking empowering questions, or even just guiding you through a particular process to feel more in your body and get those thoughts out in some way. So yeah, I'm open to all that. So please connect with me if you feel drawn to that, and you come up with some ideas of what would you do if you had no internet, or things that we so consider for granted at the moment. Okay, well, that was my message for today, or what I wanted to communicate, and I'm excited to hear from you. Bye.